Level up, Kings. I'm talking to you, and today we back with another video, and today's topic is, should you self-improve for women? Now, a lot of guys be thinking about getting into the dating scene, wanting to meet women, wanting companionship, wanting someone to experience things with them, thinking about long-term, what type of partner they will be, thinking about how they see their life, just overthinking a lot of stuff and just questioning, should they self-improve for women? And it's also the reason why a lot of guys unfortunately have this negative way of thinking to their detriment, is because they don't realize that you have to put yourself first. You shouldn't be self-improving primarily for a woman. Like, really think about that. I'm going to get my life together, work hard to get a woman. It's about you. You are living your life on this planet. It's about your happiness. It's about your peace. It's about the experiences that you want to have. It's about when you're going through stuff alone, how can you work your way out of it? You can't be prioritizing, should you be going out and getting your finances together to please a woman. Women are a byproduct of your self-improving. You self-improving mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. When you improve mentally, it comes in a form of therapy, addressing trauma, managing stress, taking losses, sitting in those losses, brief periods of isolation, going without, removing some of your vices, like really getting your mind together, really taking a look in the mirror, really acknowledging what you've been through, the good and the bad, being present in what you're going through, taking a note of that, journaling, like really locking in and like really wanting to become a better person overall, really focused on getting your mental right. Now, the importance of improving your mental is not just for your sake to just operate healthily as a human, but when it comes to relating that to women, when you are in a good mental state, it makes you a better partner, right? It lets you be able to communicate better. It lets you be able to meet someone when you're in a more healthier mental state, a more emotionally available mental state, of a state where you could be courageously vulnerable and let this person know, hey, this is who I am. This is what I've been through. This is what I've learned from it. This is what I don't want to go through anymore. This is where I want to head to. And you can also be able to read through them better and communicate with them better, set boundaries better, stuff like that. You want to improve physically by going to the gym. Looking good for yourself is a product of going to the gym. You look better in your clothes fit better. So when you look in that mirror, when you look good, you feel good. Grooming yourself regularly, getting your haircuts, So when you are also eating better as well. So when you're working on the physical, you're gradually improving over the years, because something like that takes time. When you're out and about in your everyday life, it don't even have to be a social setting. You might come across the woman that way back when you wasn't self-improving, you couldn't get her because you looked less than but how you could have looked now. So you might catch the eye of that attractive woman that you want, right? So that's relating to how when you physically improve, it can relate to a woman. But also, you want to physically improve, most importantly, for your health. You're a human on this planet. You might go through things physically. You might get sick. You might get injured. Something just might happen. You want to be able to be in the best shape possible, whereas though when something does happen, you give yourself a strong fighting chance. And also, speaking of fighting, you want to be able to defend yourself. You want to have some strength to you. You never know when you're going to come against a man that wants to challenge you. That's part of masculinity, being able to defend yourself. Like, you don't got to be Floyd Mayweather, best boxer in the damn world, but you want to have some strength on you. You also want to look like you don't take no shit. So having muscles does that. That intimidates and detracts some knuckleheads for wanting to try you. So that's another important reason of physically leveling up for yourself. Emotionally, you want to self-improve to learn yourself. Acknowledge what you go through. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Don't say I'm okay. Talk to friends about it. Journal it. Talk to a therapist about it. So you can have better communication with your partner. Set boundaries. Know your triggers. Be able to be empathetic to see their boundaries. Be respectful of their boundaries. Be empathetic of their triggers. Some stuff might make you anxious. You want to be emotionally intelligent, whereas though you can get through those tough times, right? You want to be masculine enough and so comfortable in your own skin you don't feel shame for being emotional and speaking out about stuff that you don't like, right? How can that benefit when it comes to a woman being in your life? You're not so closed off on her. Now I'm not saying you have to tell her every single day of what you going through emotionally, right? But you can let her know here and there what you're going through. And if she's solid enough, she will respect that. She will take a note of that. She will also find ways to help you feel better when you're dealing with something. And that's a positive of like, hey, I'm going through this, and she's making a note. Then maybe like a day or two later, she does something special for you to make you feel nice, and that makes her stand out to be like, oh, wait, she might actually really care for me. So that's how that is related to dealing with a woman. Now, financially, you want to improve because being a human on this planet, it ain't free. For the people that it is free for, they living like crap. They are homeless. They have nobody. They have nothing. I'm pretty sure you don't want to live like that, right? You need to take care of yourself and your cost of living as a grown-ass man. Nobody is coming to save you. That's why you need to level up financially. That's why you need to self-improve. Not for a woman, for you. So you see this? I got my place. You need to have this, right? Not for a woman, but for yourself. For your peace, for your quiet, for your freedom to do what the fuck you want, right? Now, you have to realize finances is very important because it also ties into the other stuff. The mental, the emotional, right? Even the physical. You might be mentally fucked up because your money isn't right now. You might be emotionally fucked up because your money isn't right now. You might be physically fucked up right now because your money isn't right, because you can't groom yourself the way you want. You can't eat what you want. Now, there's a way around it to budget and stuff like that, of course, but you don't want to be long term living a lifestyle that's really stressing you out because you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do, right? Now, you might not be where you want to be right now financially, and that's perfectly fine, especially if you're on a much younger side. It's okay to say, hey, I don't have this money right now to pay this bill, but I can do a payment plan. I don't have this money right now to take this trip, but there's always next year when I start saving these next few months, right? It's okay to just say, I just don't have it right now, so I'm not going to stress over it. But we talk about more so long-term self-improvement. That's what self-improvement is. It's 1% better each day. Now, you won't want to have at the top of your list, I got to self-improve financially for a woman. You don't want to be worried about how could you please a woman with your hard-earned money, especially for a woman who don't appreciate it, right? Now, if you're in a good spot, you have leveled up financially, you got that special lady in your life, she's been good to you, she deserves it, it's okay to do something nice for her, right? But financially, money, people say money isn't everything, but money takes away a lot of problems. Like, fuck all that bullshit people say with that phrase. Just look at the hood, for example. The reason why it is the way it is because a lot of people don't got money. So don't listen to that bullshit that money isn't everything. It's not everything, but it's a lot of things. Once you reach a certain level, you really want to focus on quality and not quantity. How can your woman be a benefit to you once you have leveled up? All right. So think about everything I said and then answer that question. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and don't forget, level up, King. I'm talking to you.